Dobrý den, jmenuji se Teo a už asi měsíc se učím česky. Po naučení španělštiny mám pocit, že čeština je složitější jazyk. Je to slovanský jazyk, kterým se mluví ten zřídka. Takže se opravdu vyplatí učit se česky?
Now picture this. Imagine walking through the city center of Prague as a foreigner, being able to speak the Czech language like a native, being able to order food like a native, being able to charm beautiful Czech girls like a native because they would never think that you, as a foreigner, would be able to speak their language. Now just imagine being this James Bond looking guy, speaking whatever language he wants in whatever country and not getting fooled by people that speak their language. Now, just imagine if you, my friend, can turn that dream into a reality, because it will happen if you simply follow the journey.
So this video is a continuation of my previous video of me trying to learn Czech. So if you haven't already, check out that video as well. Now, in this video, I want to focus much more on the verbs. I have focused myself a lot when I started to learn Czech on basic vocabulary. But now I want to enlarge my vocabulary, but also learn the basic verbs as good as possible in the present tense. So if you want to see how my progress went, make sure to watch till the end of this video, as I'm gonna make a basic level A1 test of Czech to check out my Czech knowledge.
Learning a language is something that takes time, patience, endurance. A lot of people don't like to work really hard day by day, have that discipline. After work, after school, just 1 hour of Spanish or Czech or English or Portuguese or whatever language it is that you want to learn, 1 hour a day. But let's not get discouraged by the journey, because it is the journey that we will remember. It is the journey that makes us who we are, and it is the journey that literally is the reason for why we even can speak the language.
So in Czech, there are 4 verb classes. The first class ends with at or at. The second class ends with ovat or it. The third class ends with it or et, yet. The fourth class ends with out, se. And I'm gonna learn as much irregular verbs as possible. Some famous ones like být, to be, mít, to have, chtít, to want, vědět, to know, jíst, to eat.
But then, at the end of the journey, there will be a moment where you will start doubting yourself. This moment is called the struggle. The struggle of continuing to learn the language. The struggle of staying disciplined because you are questioning yourself why you even started learning the language. It's becoming so difficult. You're not even seeing any progress. So why would I even want to continue?
If you have ever found yourself in that same situation, I would recommend you to do 2 things. First of all, try to immerse yourself in the language daily. Watch some movies, listen to some songs, listen to some podcasts. Try to immerse yourself in the language as if you were living in a country that speaks that language. In that way, you're gonna have much more fun learning this language that you wanna master. Secondly, personally, I love going to language cafes, because in language cafes you can go to places where you meet people that want to learn the same language as you, or that can already speak that same language. This means that you're gonna learn the language much faster, make new friends perhaps, and have much more fun whilst learning this language. So quite recently, when I was learning some Czech verbs, I came across some very interesting Czech YouTube videos. Now, these videos were made by Zuzka, so all the credits to her. But she talked about like using Czech verbs and using an accusative after those Czech verbs, which can be very useful to know. So she talked about these 3 verbs, which were mít, hledám, and čekám na. So for example, you can say hledám pomeranč, or you can say mám, I have coffee here, mám kávu, or you can say čekám na rýže, I'm waiting for the rice.
But then there are the people that continue. The people that continue throughout all of the struggles they experience throughout the journey. The people that continue when people are doubting them, when they're doubting themselves, when they're not making a lot of progress. When you continue, when you literally see the difficulty and you just embrace it, you will get better day by day, and there will come this moment where you will become better in an exponential way. Now imagine if you're at that point, the dream comes true. The dream comes true and you are mastering this language. You are making something true that you had in your mind and it is now becoming a reality. Enjoy it, live with it, because now you can call yourself the person that had the dream of learning Spanish, for example, and that can speak Spanish now like a fluent native person.
So I just finished making my Czech A1 level test and I got 21 out of 25. I was actually quite surprised because I thought it was gonna be worse since Czech is a very difficult language. I made this test on testizer.com, so if you want to make it yourself, if you're learning Czech, feel free to try it out. Now I know that A1 is a very basic level of Czech, so if I want to get much better at speaking Czech, writing Czech, reading Czech, I will need to put a lot of hard work and dedication in it. Much luck to you guys who are learning a language. I hope you guys are loving this series and see you on the next one. Bye.